Shadox, I will get you one of these days. It will happen. I'll get you. I'll do it. Turning the music down, hopefully, so that way it's not too terribly loud over me. How you doing today? Just doing a couple little things here really quickly before we get too far into things. Then I will be right back. You know what? So I feel like I never use this screen enough. So you know what? Today we're going to use this for a little bit. And there you are. Hello, Kit. How are you? Unlike the popular title, You Not Get Me, Sucker. We'll get you, sucker. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Doing well. Always good to hear. Always good to hear. Yeah, we just got back from the store. What nerd shit you doing now? I'm gonna keep building some of my map, and you know, I want to have fun, so I'm gonna keep doing that. And the only person that can stop me is me. Ooh. Damn, that sucks. That's crazy. That is unironically really rough. I'm really sorry about that. Let's take a little look-sees here. It is currently almost 1 in the morning. Obviously, I am up pretty late by my standards. How's my audio? I did some messing around with the settings to try and get rid of the like bit of static that I noticed whenever I was listening back to like VODs and whatnot. Is that gone now, or do I need to do some more finicking with things? And I hope the music isn't too loud. Your audio sounds fine, but once again, headphones. Well, headphones is the ideal listening here, so yes, that's the answer that I'm looking for. Okay, good. Whew. It might catch part of whenever I'm breathing in and out still, but on the whole, whenever I'm doing my little deep sighs, I'm not struggling. I am struggling to breathe, but like, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. It's me. Everybody knows me. Casual, hello. How are you? It's so good to see you here. How is your time zone doing today? I hope you're having yourself a good morning, day, afternoon, night, evening, whatever. I'm glad to have you here. I hope that it isn't too much of a bother for you all to be here. Yeah, we are going to go ahead and be returning once again to Candlebrook. Everybody knows me, press X to doubt. Wow. You drive a virtual train now? I just saw that. I don't know why it didn't show me that earlier. Or at least why I never paid attention to it. I hope you're all doing good. It is, of course, the comfy, cozy vibes that we try our best to uphold here. So, without further ado, we are going to continue. Oh, there you go. Everybody's getting their big streaks in. Everybody's on. So, I guess, obviously, we'll go ahead and say, Shoutouts, thank you so much for hitting the 10 stream streak, and Kirky, the 3 stream streak. I am so glad to see that you are both here. We will hopefully be seeing more and more of you. I know, Gurky, your streak will get broken because my longer streams typically be whenever you're just starting to wake up or just before you wake up. Oh, Casual, no. I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's no telling when I'm gonna stream. I just kind of do it when I feel like it, you know? So you just gotta be on the ball here. You know what? Just show up every day. Always be here, just in case. Sent you a notification so you can at least watch a VOD and renew it. True, Twitch does do that. Ooh, whoa. What's the difference in violin there? I have a 40-pack of fruit snacks. VODs renew it? Yes, but it can be a little finicky. It's a new thing. Radio Blade, holy shit, thank you so much for the subscription. And with Prime too, that is free for you. I hope you're doing absolutely good here. How are you, man? Oh god. That scares me, the fact that you're technically a founder. Oh no, you've been here since October. Oh god, you've been through. Oh god, you've been here since October, that's right. You were one of the first people that actually showed up at long last. I've been good, just about to head to work. Hell, I mean, I'm glad that you've got work. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. And hey, for those of you that have Amazon Prime, don't forget, yeah, I guess that's right. You can subscribe to me for free once a month with Twitch Prime, because Amazon ended up buying Twitch. So you can always do that. Or again, just hanging out on the channel always helps. You know, sharing, following, etc., etc. Everybody knows the big deal. Everybody knows what's up. It's the same thing that every streamer says. I don't want to be too, annoying about it. But obviously, my birthday be coming up, and hopefully we'll be able to do a bit of an impromptu subathon. I'm not really sure what we're going to do just yet, or how to set everything up, so it will still be scuffed. And then in October, we're going to do our 1 year subathon, or follow-thon, or whatever. I don't think I have enough clout for like for a subathon. I will gift one singular halfpenny. Oh, thank you. Your attendance for pre-roll ads is very appreciated. And I say that jokingly, but no, it really is. Even being here does help, so it boosts my morale. I love you guys. I want you to know that. I do. The fact that I get to come here as every day that I stream, I get to see people show up. I'm glad I get that. I'm glad that I get a community that comes hang out, Not everybody has a group of friends or people that watch them because they just like being around. So I appreciate that from all of you. We are going to go ahead and get into it. Right, gotta bounce, glad to pop in and say hi. If I got a chance to pop on my bin, gotta get on the road. Thank you so much for Radio Played. Have yourself a wonderful day, and stars fortune to you. Good luck at work. Not being held hostage whatsoever, and I love coming here. Hey, listen. Do you really want to see your family? I thought you liked the family that I was giving you. Oh, well, Shadox, if it means so much to you, I suppose I might give you a couple of minutes to run. We are not going to be drinking the traditional Sprite. Can I see the people I count as family? It depends. Because you can't just cheat and say, oh, well, this random person's my family now. That would be cheating. And I don't, cheating's a bit much, right? You're not a liar, are you? You wouldn't lie to me. I would hope not after everything we've been through. Ain't that what we did? No, we went through the trials and tribulations of actually becoming family. After I adopted you by fist fighting your family with words. I'm not taking this from the person that has the giant hand under the map. The cool thing about this hand is that it can actually still pimp slap your ass. So I just be careful where you run your mouth. What lore am I missing out on? See, this is why you gotta always come to streams, because there's so much that happens during these. Bitch, our friendship was built on lying to each other. It really was. How many times did I say that I wasn't gonna snipe you in Gmon in like TTT before I absolutely domed your ass? I miss doing that, honestly. That's the funniest shit. I would just bully you the entire time. It was great. There's a lore in the world here. Okay, advanced. Oh wait, I can change the color here. I would like to change the color to something brighter. The mere wind would crush my body from the force of the hand moving before I could even die from the sap. No. See, that's the thing, is that it's a god, right? You know, it can slow down the laws of physics just to make sure you feel it. It just doesn't want you to. Well, yes, I did. I said it is a divine being that is pushing the world to safety from the things that I'm not going to tell you about because that would be spoilers. And you don't want spoilers. You want to experience this all by yourself. And you'll get to, like you fucking deserve. We are returned here once again, however, to the campaign setting that I'm currently working on. Welcome to Candlebrook. We are going to be working on more and more of the lore for places like Dust and the entirety of the Valley of Dust, stretching all the way. Every time you bring up something and act like you've never talked about it, you attempt to gaslight me to say it's always been there or some secret third, more terrifying option. Look. Just because you were easy to terrorize does not mean everything that I have made to get someone is made to get you. In this case, however, what? Huh? It changed to that. All right, I don't really care one way or the other. Okay. So Siltway is going to go ahead and go over and off and towards Fogmarsh. Like that. And also gonna go ahead and have one of these go all the way out to Sogwood. Fort Fuckmeyer. Yeah, bro, you wanna head to Fort Fuckmeyer? That's sentences that I don't think I ever really want read back to me. Yeah, man, you wanna go to Fuckmeyer? From the time I've spent building a world prepping for people to finally play, I've come to realize one core truth. Gaslighting players is kind of fun. Exactly! You get it! You say that by being terrorized, I'm not even a player. Well, listen. You're all... again, remember, please, Shadox, please, listen. You have to understand. You're already a player. You just don't have to accept it yet. You'll have to eventually for your own sake, but I guess if you choose to disassociate from it... Fuddruckers. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get some snacks out. Damn. Holy shit. Hey, Kit, can you come here for a second, please? Wow. Every sentence you say triggers my flight or flight reflexes. You know, look. No, same. I need to talk to you about something really disappointing, though, that... Damn. Holy shit. This is shrinkflation real bad. No, like, legit, come here. Do you remember when... yeah, immediately.
Holy shit. What?
Yeah, no, come feel it.
Like 4 in the...
Yeah, no, remember when they were like this size? Like when it was like 4 of these for one?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the box of 40. So anyways, this will probably be the last time we get fruit snacks. You got a box of 40, so yeah, no, it feels like that. Oh, these are the bad ones too, I forgot. Wow. Let me tell you, I ate one singular, small, tiny handful, which may as well have been 4 bags worth. And immediately, I'm gonna go ahead and donate that to Not My Problem. And oh god, I've awoken from my ancient slumber. Oh god, Chiron, how are you? It's so good to see you as well. These are not good. Oh, it's because there's berries and cherries, and I don't like cherry. Wow. That really illuminates things for me. How you doing, Chiron? It's good to see you. I know, it's honestly, look, you know, I know that most people here don't really have the ability to come to like my later streams. That's why I try my best to do these like morning streams for like Eastern time and whatnot. I want to be able to get as many people as I can to say hello. And most of the people that show up for the earlier streams, your mother would tell, oh, I'm so sorry, man. Well, hey, you know what I can tell you? At the very least, I will try my best to make sure you have a very, very entertaining time with me today. All right? And we'll do some more world building as we go, which I'm sure you would really appreciate. Let me move this armchair closer for myself. Okay. I could take the Brackenwoods all the way directly to Nettlefen, but I don't really want to. But I am glad to see you, Chiron, and I hope that things get better as time goes by for her. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, Chiron's situation is a little bit different. We won't get into it here on stream, but it's a live-in situation still, so the whole seeing isn't really too much of a concern. And that's all we'll say on the matter. Okay. I've also had a query to all of you. Should I connect Ridge Rock to Dust directly on the map? Because this is a massive, like, 100-mile long underground, like, tunnel system that was built by Cascadia and a few other nations. The people over at Fenway invented baseball? No, actually. Funnily enough, that would be the, first of all, Fenway is only where they first started playing league-based baseball for the few different teams. Technically, to clarify, she is back home. She just had to grab Stitch. Is going to be healing for a while. Oh, well, you know what? Hey, at least she's going to be able to heal, you know? Whew. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look here. I think we just continue onwards with the City of Dust. And then we'll move our way back and around. Actually, you know what? We'll do the whole loop at that point, right? We'll finish off Dust, and then we'll go to Cragstone and Fort Water Run, Wolf Pine, Coldstone, Falcon's Rest, Bright Rock, and then Lakewood, River Rotch, Thornbark, Minnow, and Slagstone. Because those are like the main ones that I really, really want to highlight for the campaign, you know? Let's take a little look-see as to what we've got going on out here, though. Okay. The City of Dust. Founded during the early 1900s, is it called Minnow because it's a fishing town? Actually, no. It's called Minnow. Solitary Peak is wonderful. Solitary Peak remains as it once was. Fucking lonely as shit. It really is that nice, like, break in the mountains where it's just like this one singular, like, lone meandering peak runs into, like, the center of the valley. Like, you would think it'd be over here between these two ridges of the index finger, but you would be wrong. There better be a population of one dude at Solitary Peak. There is, in fact, only one resident of Solitary Peak. What's left of him, I really can't say. He's been there for a few centuries, I guess. It wouldn't be too surprising to hear that he's died. I guess he was there during the early 900s too. Not sure. Lots going on there. So. This is the exact scene that happens to most of my players. Yeah, it's always some bullshit. I gotta stop asking questions, but I'll never learn. No, this happens to every single one of my players at some point. You'll never learn. You'll always keep asking. Everyone loves asking questions that they hate the answer to. It's great. Honestly, thanks for egging me on and giving me a place to talk about it, though. This is also supposed to be this is supposed to be the early. Wait, hold on. It's the 2200s. This place would be old as shit. I'm just trying to be a clown man and make it funny. Hey, you know what? I'm glad someone is taking the bullet to make it funny. You'll take more than that in the future, but that's okay. I'm not trying to find out about horrors outside of my comprehend. Oh, don't worry. No, look, it's okay, you know? It'll be fine, Shadox. You'll survive. So, I really kind of, like, again, I really like the designs here of, just, you know, the entirety of the valley. I'm hoping, as we go along, that we can develop a kind of nice natural story. See, like there's interface within death. You know, Shadox, you're right. Do you want to find out what that fate is like? We can show you. All it takes is a simple yes. Nod your head and smile. Why could I see Solitary Peak being designed in the way that anytime another person tries to live there, magic refuses? If that person tries to leave, magic reacts to keep them there? Oh, Gurky, that's a great idea, actually. Thank you. I actually really like that. That works out pretty well. And then I have a great idea for what Lakewood and Shivermist are both going to be like. Both of them are going to be like your standard horror, like on the lake, vacation towns things. I already imagine that there's some absolutely small hamlets that are unnamed. Yes, yeah. Like there's like this is still a pretty large area, so it's like, yeah. These are just the notable towns of like more than 5,000. Does anybody live in the in-between? What would you call the in-between? This range of mountains? Not that anyone can prove. Oh. Yeah, there's a couple of small places out there. No major highways like the ones that we have listed out here. Like Lakewood is a town of is a city of almost 8,000 people in it, and Candlebrook is a town of nearly 200,000. Like these are not small territories, but they aren't like massive either, you know? I should hope whatever campaign this is becomes streamed so others can feel the dread I feel. You know, Shadox, it's good news because this campaign is I am planning on having this be streamed. That actually is good news for you. We should make a compilation of every time that I terrify you. I think it would just be entire VODs at that point. Thinking magical monsters that I have through the area around Lakewood, Shivermist might be Manticore and Chimera. Please let somebody else inside of the Torture Nexus. I don't want to be here anymore. No, Shadox, it's fine. Listen, you're safe, right? You don't remember being hurt. You're okay. So you say dread, I say study material? Yeah, no, for real. Look, it's as long as you feel terrified around me, that's the accurate thing to feel. If I were to throw monsters that occur there, it would be Manticore and Chimera. Hell yeah, alright. Let me write up a little bit of this really quickly. So about 200-ish years after founding, archaeologists were dispatched to the city of Dust to investigate a strange discovery in the Undercity within the hollowed peaks of Ravenswood Range. Honestly, I consider you a goober when it's anything else besides this. When I get into like GMing mode, when I get into like making a planet and like doing world building for my campaigns, do not trust me. I am going to murder people and I am going to make it horrifying. So hold on. What I should actually do really quickly is I should take a, okay, I'm gonna add in object layer 3, and we will call this one regional markers, or I guess we'll just call it regional. Go and turn that off for a second so we can see this. I feel like a dust might have a local myth of some lost miner who's now like some ghost. Oh no, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, the amount of people that have like gone to excavate and like dig pieces of like the city into like existence and have completely just disappeared. So many. To be fair, I did trust a stranger on the internet and now she won't leave my apartment. Listen, what, you people don't like that I simply appear like a spirit and then just won't leave? You don't like it that your food keeps getting eaten without explanation? Damn, and here I thought it was valued, you know? I understand my place. I don't need more shit haunting me, thank you very much. No, it's fine. Hey, look, it's okay. Look, you know, I'm starting to get the feeling that you guys don't like being spooked. I mean, surely it's not that bad. I mean, it'll be fine. I'm not the threat, I'm the distraction. If you can't tell, I'm very good at being a distraction. Oh, is that what you are? It's a good attempt. I like it. Valley of Dust. I like being spooked, but multiple attempted takeovers is not fun. True, honestly though, true. And then shadow blur. Yeah, there we go. Move that here. Range Ravens Woods. Then we'll go ahead and put a bit of a different curve on this section. North Range Ravens Woods. And then actually, honestly, when I get Incarnate back, I've had the idea to make at least one map for, a day. Honestly, I'm gonna be so real, Kyra. Oh yes, sorry, I am so sorry. I have turned on, what the hell? I have a text marker up and left here? Oh my god, I don't even know how I did that. Yo, I didn't really like to do that. Wait. Add source text? How did I do that? Yo, that's so cool. Okay. Weird. I didn't realize I could do that. Yeah, I did turn on ads because I was informed that I should probably start doing that by a trusted source. And then we have South Range Ravenwoods. Oh, trust me, if I ever get... I knew I could do that, but damn, that's ugly. If I ever get back into actually trying to do some coding, it will certainly be here. I would like to at some point in the future, but I'm just not confident in myself, and I want to learn more before I try. Much like many things in life, I want to know more before I really give it a proper attempt, you know? Can you dig it? Have I considered cutting what out? The desire to learn? I have, but you know, unfortunately, I like to do this thing called learning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what we'll go ahead and do here. We'll move this to a different font type, Valley of Dust. What looks good here? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do one more on the screen. Maybe 2, 3, 4 more? No, that's too much. And then, no, I think the upwards curve of it looks a little bit better, you know? Not that, well, not that much, that's for sure. I'm not gonna tell you to hang a sign above your head that says live, laugh, love. I will continue to shout positive affirmations at you until they sink. So my shit crashed. I'm back. Welcome back, Gurky. No, listen, I don't trust myself enough to be a good programmer, and I genuinely want to learn. That's very much a reflection of the fact that I like learning in general. Let's see, and then this one is Clay Creek Valley. Clay Creek Valley. And that one has a positive. So it goes like this. If you second guess yourself when you code, you are a good coder. Look, I second guess myself almost always, but it would be especially like poignant whenever I'm coding, you know? Her Twitch mobile ads seem to be very broken, so instead of watching the full thing, sometimes it just cuts out. Hey, you know what? If it cuts out, oh no, oh no. I don't mind. Misty, hey, welcome on in. Twitch ads autopause if they're muted and behind another window. Oh god, really? I'm so sorry. That one I actually feel bad about. How are you doing today, Misty? I hope you slept well. Yeah, it is, unfortunately, our great Lord and Savior, Amazon Prime. You should always be guessing? Fair. I guess I could always call this place, like, the Wrist, or, you know what? No, hold on. No, it's not gonna be that font set. Second guessing, copy. Mr. Lex Loser will remember you, Chris. Lex Loser is a good one. Holy shit, hold on. That gets the pin. I did have a nice night. Last night I got dance practice in, hung out with the crew. It was a good time. Hell yeah. I'm glad. Honestly, with everything that's happened yeah, it's just good to see that. Let's call it the Iron Reaches. Or the, Wrist Reaches? The Broken Hand Reach. Oh my god. Holy shit, people. Hi, hello everyone. Hold on, everyone's just here. Oh my god. Hello, everyone. You're gonna warn on more dance routine stuff. I was gonna say before I crashed, I did a thing where I was going to find either Kai's character or the one character linked to Kai's. It was replacement character that heart that heals from fire, but you're meant to take damage from water. Knowing the characters, I would have been killed off. Did you really just call it a reach with a giant hand? Maybe, mayhaps. I've not been here for enough to give good feedback, but at least I can help the algorithm with. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And then you go even more hobbies with the broken hand. And Chiron, I know where you live. I know where Gurky lives too. Gurky doesn't know where he lives. And then I will, of course, take my good old sippy dippy of water. Not Sprite today, no Sprite. I am gonna go ahead and go on a little bit of a detox here. It's a fucking lie, I had 3 earlier. Sorry, Crush, and I had 4 earlier. So can you find if you post a picture of the sky? She's terrifying. Oh yeah, no. I've done that. Has anybody here had, yeah, Sprite Cranberry is bad. It's so bad. I was opening your streams even when I can't watch. I appreciate it. How are you, by the way? I forget, are you Feral Wizard in the Discord? Because I know you're in the Discord, because I always ask. Just want to try and make sure that I have this right. Has led me to getting gifted subs, not just to you, but to those I get shipped off to. You know what? Hey, if you get gifted subs, if you give gifted subs, that sort of thing is always cool as hell. If y'all know where I live, then come visit me. Then come visit, be disappointed in me. Yeah, look, man. I get gifted subs sometimes for people I don't watch, and it's very confusing. It's probably because we end up getting raided or because there's the sub overflow. So sub overflow happens whenever somebody has typically more subs than followers, and so it just overflows to somebody that is not in stream or might be interested in that person's stream. I have all of these just from that. Who the fuck did you get that from? Who is Sonic the Virtual VTuber? Who? What the fuck am I seeing here? Oh god, that's an official. Oh god. Yeah, no, that's an official account. Alright. You know, sometimes I just gotta learn not to ask questions. I know. Yeah, okay, I'm not the only one going like, what the hell is this? If only I learned that lesson. Man, honestly, sometimes I just choose to accept what is rather than ask more questions, and I think I'm all the better for it. I really appreciate seeing so many of you guys here. It means a lot to me. I really want you guys to know how much I appreciate you all. Yeah, the broken hand reach. We'll call that good. And I think we're gonna have to downgrade the size of those by 1 or 2 at that point. So that way we can do that. Fit that there. Ooh. Interesting idea that I've just had. What if we call that the Carpal Valley? Yeah, we'll call that the Carpal Valley. He's got a bad case of the carpal. You know, look, sometimes you gotta lean into it, okay? You gotta, like I said earlier, commit to the bit, okay? Sometimes it's okay to commit. So if the hand is actively pushing and it's pushing away from something, what is it pushing towards? Well, it's pushing towards more of this reality, this universe. A safe place. Hopefully. You certainly would hope it's safe. Me, on the other hand, I'm out here with my mischievous smiles. I'm up here saying, yes, definitely safe. I am so excited for you. Pushing towards Beast Jerker. Pushing towards the D point. I hope that I am putting out my misery and turn it to ashes. No, I have more use for you. Because apparently having a corpse is bad. Typically, whenever you have a corpse, there's traces of you, and I don't think you want me finding you. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. For a third font for, like, I guess, no, we don't need any of that. What if the hand is not pushing but holding? No. What well, I've had this in my head for a very, very long time. This is a god that is like phased partially through realities, pushing this entire planet out of a existence of things that you will never know. Are you the IRS? The fuck no, I do not want you finding me, even if you are. It's okay. Again, you're misunderstanding something. I'm not trying to find you. I already found you. But yeah, no, this thing is just a giant god hands that is, pushing the universe while, which way? Ooh, absolutely. You know what? The CIA, NSA, yeah, that's true. Probably over here in the bogwoods, right? We have the witch woods. Let's go ahead and put the witch woods over here, actually. Ooh, no, hold on. Because Glenmorrel is over here, and Glenmorrel would have a lot more issues with that. And if I'm actually correct about that, that should be just south of it, right? Yeah, it's in Bogdown. Perfect. Awesome. We're in the right place. This is great. I love doing this. Okay. So this is like the Raven Cliffs, the Raven Plateau. Raven Plateau. Y'all casually reminded me that one of my races is accidentally named after a part of the US government. Is that not how you spell plateau? Is it EAU? It's EAU, isn't it? It would be something dumb like EAU. Yeah. Raven Plateau sounds like a place where you would fight a Dick Scout knockoff Street Fighter character. Honestly, probably. With the amount of wars that have happened out here, probably. Aquatic Trade Federation. Yeah, we have a different ATF all right here. Yeah, it's a very, very different thing. We all have thoughts on the ATF, and we probably shouldn't say them for reasons. Now, hold on a second. I need to fix this really quickly. Doot, and doot. Should not be that font. They should be... There we go. I should put it... No. We're gonna put a veto on that one. We're gonna say no, we're good on that one. Arch Nemesis Trade Fair. If I ever get an Arch Nemesis, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be so happy. And so the Valley of Dust kind of just stretches out all the way to there. And then we'll put the Ravenswoods up here. Ravenswoods. You definitely feel like mine at this point, but to be honest, you are your own arch enemy. How am I my own arch enemy? I mean, you're right. I just want to hear how you explain it. So that's a 7. That's also a 7. Okay, that is the same. Hey, I don't need sleep. That's the thing, I'm on the internet, I don't have to. Remember, you're not safe. I don't drink every sugar anymore. Okay, I'll tell you a little story, alright? How about this, alright? I'll tell you something special. I used to, when I was in college, every single day, did I have the pain from Hollow Knight yet? I did end up doing that, actually. It was okay at the end. As for your arch enemy is the person that keeps leaving the sword and contemplates fight. No, it's so true. Okay, look, alright, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, alright? Here's what's going on. I simply happen to find items that are of a cursed nature. It's automatons built with oh my god. Yes, DM that to me immediately. Put that in Discord. I will forget. Put that in Discord. Put that in Discord. Holy shit, that's so good. I legitimately want that. I like legit want that so badly right now. Oh. It'll happen. Will I want it to? Probably not. Sounds like the start of Dark Tide music, the ominous eye blesses the broken printers. Maybe one of them. Okay. All right, hold on. We're going a little bit too fast for me. So I do want to focus on this, like, legitimately. Like, I love talking to you all. I'm gonna focus up for a minute here, because I do kind of like have an interest right now in naming some of the points. I'm almost wondering if I name the river Sadir. Does Candlebrook have a name of the river that it is along? The Dust River. It is. Okay. Wait, no. The Dust River leads all the way to here, so this would be Sadir. So this would be the Dust River. Okay. It's a little sad, but meh. Dust River. Why not have a powder lake? Oh, okay. And we know what Minnow's Lake is getting. Oh, actually, Shiver Mist. Powder Lake. Good job. Look, you get a group of people with similar interests, throw them into one chat and complain when they geek out. No, I'm not complaining that you're geeking out. In fact, I'm actually just saying I need to focus a little bit because you're all having good ideas, and honestly, I really like it. So the Dust River extends to all the way through here. So probably the Powder River, and then for this lake, I guess we'll call this Dust Lake, as the source of the Dust River. Dust Lake. And then for this one, Shiver Mist Lake. I think I'm going to call it because this is the Valley of Dust, right? Rather than something like Rose Meadow Valley, so this is going to be the long like the Long River Valley. Bush Valley. Hell no. I can't deal with the lawsuits, okay? Listen, you gotta give me some slack here. But this would be like Long River Valley, because this is just one long continuous river sourced from just like this tail end of the mountain over here. It's constantly feeding and growing, and eventually it meets up with the Dust River, and then it goes into the river of the Casic Ocean. And then obviously you have the Candlebrook Brook coming in through here. Let's take a look and see really quickly. So the dust from the lake going to be the resource that the people harvest, or is the dust going to be actual dust in something darker? And also add beer back. Who's the target audience? I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's take a look. Green. You know what? Hold on. Timber green. Let's do Valleyway. You got a gambling and a car. You get a gambling ad and a car ad. I don't do either, so why am I getting both? Also back. Welcome back. You know, if you all subscribed, you wouldn't even have to deal with ads at all. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The ads are really hitting my interest of Chipotle chicken and Olive Garden's new limited time creamy garlic Alfredo pasta with your choice of steak. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, alright. Shoutouts, dare I ask? This is definitely going on to Twitter.com. That's good shit. Oh, and a vape ad. Oh, good. Great. That's what we needed here, right? We needed those. Hold on. Let me put that onto Twitter. Cause now I'm curious as to what the hell's going on here. I should buy the prop cigarettes to crush up in that cigarette box. You should, honestly. It's not a terrible idea. Why? I don't even want to know anymore. I wish I could see what you're being shown, honestly. Why? Oh my god. Take us back, you know? Okay, gods. What a day, huh? So we have Timbergreen Valley, the Raven Plateau. I should move that a bit closer to the actual plateau's edge. No, fuck it. Hold on. I'm gonna make all of those smaller. Maybe not that small, but smaller, you know? I got showed an ad for McDonald's drink earlier when I had the white foam. Oh god. Okay, let's turn you guys up by one more. So Dust Lake goes there, the Raven Plateau goes there, the Valley of Dust there, Shiver Mist Lake there, Powder Lake there, Timber Green Valley there. The Decades Old okay, order. What? No, I remember now. I want to make maps so fucking badly. I'm considering making some on actual paper. Do it. Make maps. Do it. Always make maps. Well, I guess I know what you're getting then. Okay, so I wonder if I put that over here actually. Because I do kind of want Clay Creek Valley's text to like... Yeah, we'll do this just temporarily. Actually, I really like that too. Maybe I'll put it over here though, right? Clay Creek Valley, and then we'll go ahead and go with like... No, because like Port Clay's over here. For reference, the kill count in the first season is relatively minor, and then war breaks out on the moon. That's right. I always forget about the war on the moon. You know, the thing that happens. If you guys are forgetting about the war on the moon, I don't know how. It was all over the news. For All Mankind is a show. That's for sure. Okay, let's take a look here. I don't know about this place. I guess, green grass gradation. Which is a reference that none of you are going to get. Okay. Go ahead and pull this to be a little bit more like this. Also, how's the music sound? Is it too loud versus me? No, it's perfect. Good. It sounds like you would be doing ASMR. Is the music too quiet, or is it like... I mean, does that mean like it sounds good, or what are we dealing with here? Because like I said, I did mess with some settings, so I am trying to get some feedback on that. Astro Mastering. I think it's fine music-wise. Ooh, again, I forgot about the volume. Take that as you will, but the volume is fine. Hella. And now, as we begin, we are going to go ahead and take a look here in the Valley of Dust. As a gentle fog rolls over the hills, the Badlands having turned to grass merely decades ago. This wonderful place, found in books and tales. Wait, hit us with the Bob Ross impression? I'm gonna keep it real. I have not watched, I think, more than 3 minutes of Bob Ross. So I don't know what you want me to do with that. Would you like, do you want my Rode M5 mics for this? Honestly, I think maybe upgrading this mic is probably the course of action. I also need an amp. I've never seen you get so off guard like this. I'm not like a pop culture person. I legit. It's not like, okay, oh no, I'm gonna get like I don't know, colors. He likes making colors up. I think he invented a few colors, didn't he? I know that he did like a lot of very, very specific colors too. Hey, remember when Mr. T was on Cap'n Crunch? Like the cereal box? Does anybody remember that? I feel like I'm the only one that remembers that sort of thing. Maybe upgrading the mic is a good idea. I don't know exactly which ones would be good for you and don't cost several months rent, utility and rent to buy and set up. Either way, I'm still going to need an amp for like a mic and headphone set. And I honestly think it may be time to start upgrading this bit by bit as I'm getting more and more professional into things, which is always, you know, expensive. Shit's expensive. The only mystery you said was is the blue guy from Stardew Valley. Oh, yeah, yeah. I will have to educate the masses one day. I know I'm old. I'm not gonna make that joke. That joke is not safe for Twitch. That'll be a Discord DMs joke for those of you that want to know. Oh god, I'll send that later. there's a very specific thing that I'm thinking of, and it's real bad. Oh god, why is my brain like this? What type of map should I do? A building, town, city map, or world back? If you want to make maps, honestly, the best place that I would say start is make a simple building in a forest next to water. So really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I mean, because this will test a lot of like your scale skills. So I could always show off this, right? I mean, yeah, shit, I could absolutely, yeah, like something like this that I made. God, how long has this been now? When did I make this? Hold on. I wish that one day in a campaign I fight somebody on a train track, and if I lose, I can say the DM totally railroaded us. I hate you. But that was really funny. Edit details. Yeah, no. God, I'm still so proud of like this, like the outside for this. Like the interior was never good whenever I finished up that map, but like look at the outside of this, you know? Is this not one of the most beautiful exteriors you've seen? Like, look at this. I spent probably 50 hours just on all this. And this like small park area over here too. Like, ugh. I did good. I did really good. The teleportation dais, and then the actual building itself just kind of ended up being really meh. That's a lot of parasitic flowers. I hope that doesn't have any deeper meaning. Well, the good news is they're not parasites here. They also stopped being invasive. I'm not really sure how that happens, though. Yeah, here. They're not parasitic here. I don't know what the issue is, you know? Okay. Eventually, I also kind of want to come back to Epthea. I really want to get back to working on this world map, because this one was a lot of fun. Love zoning out for a bit, then catching up to read chat and getting confused. Honestly, fair. Look at this planet. Look how weird it is, you know? I could do so much. I also, oh god, this is probably coming on at 3 years old. I should probably return to making some of these maps. What's happening in Fantasy Antarctica over there? Nothing. There's just water. I love that I can kind of see the radar images. Yeah. So these were all taken out of like different storms that I smashed together. Hold on. I'll actually even be so kind as to load it. And then, oh, no. Different object there? Yeah, here we go. Okay, yep, there's that one, and then there's this one. And you can see like all the different storm images that I used here. Yeah, no, this is... Honestly, I probably could have done better to like twist this around and make it look a little bit different. It definitely looks a little bit too like storm-like, but honestly, I kind of find that even more interesting about it. Like, Epithea was never meant to be something like super like, yeah, it's just for fun, right? And honestly, I did a pretty good job of like rendering that, not one-to-one, but like I did a pretty good job just making a map. Want to know something I did funny I did for my campaign? Always, Chiron, always. I'm still really proud of like all of this. Like, it looks splotchy right now, but whenever I first made this, it took me around 100 hours to make that. Alright, I'm gonna ban Shadox now. Damn. Oh my god, this was for Blake's Minecraft server, and then I just never went back to it after I started building the Coliseum of Fools. Yeah, Gurky, god. I've been looking at like the Minecraft chat in Blake's server, and I'm like, oh, nobody's getting on. Which, honestly, I felt really bad at first for it, but it's like... This happens every time. People go through their 2-week Minecraft phase, and then suddenly it's been over a month since somebody hopped onto the server. And it's sad. I did not go back on due to burnout. Yeah, same. I'd been playing a lot of Minecraft around the time that that started back up, and I was like, I wanted to do so many cool things. But looking at how big this is, it probably would have taken me 2 or 3 years. Since you're moving back to Windows, you can totally play Minecraft again. Oh god, I'm sorry that you have to make the switch back over. Oh look, it's the rook! The final angel of nature and animals sacrificed themselves to keep the world from falling into apocalypse and was reborn as the very spirit of nature. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Flooded dregs, because, you know, the high density poverty zone has to get interrupted by dregs. And then flood control. Damn, guys, I wonder if the flood control zone did any good for this region. What do you guys think? Did this happen to help stop flooding? Do we feel like this did good for the peoples? No? I don't know why. You know, sometimes... Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing in my run around in the world. Yeah. Oh, right, there was 2 other flood controls here. Where was the other one? Yeah, I was gonna say it's here, and then it was like this, yeah. I still could see this being a continent in a map. I am legitimately considering doing like a cyberpunk campaign, or a probably cyberpunk campaign with this. More Olive Garden, yay! Yeah, I kind of think I could see something like that happening with like flooded regions all around and whatnot. And like this being a giant desert with like a bunch of like way too salty things going on. Or like this is just a really lowlands area with like a lake and whatnot around it. Or something like that. Just so much destroyed, and the Colosseum of Fools being just like this giant space elevator tower that was meant to be like a place for like the rich to do a bunch of fights and whatnot. All right, hey, you know what? What? Hold on, I didn't read all this. As the sign for eBay Tango RAF, Exxon Mobil with an oddly attractive Anthro Tiger, a golf ad, and an IKEA ad. What the fuck is happening? Hold on. Hold on. Can we like cut to like a different break and be like, hey, look, Twitch, what the fuck, man? Oh. What are they doing to you people? I just sent that one, but I guess we get another one. There we go. This becomes an ad stream with TTRPG as the background footage. I'm starting to wonder, you know? Oh my god. You know, I have something to say, roommate of mine. I don't think that makes you immune. I think that just makes you a furry. If 12 furries are in a Twitch chat with you and you're not a furry, I think you're just a furry, right? Oh my god. Oh man, that is some call outs right there. You would not call yourself a furry? You wouldn't call yourself, but... Oh, hold on. I'm doing a little stretch really quickly. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Damn, I forgot how different this place looks like whenever it's just like the landmass. Like, hold on. Let's go ahead and just like take a second to admire what the hell we're looking at, you know? Like, look at this. I made this. I made this. I can't believe that I'm capable of making art. Like, yeah, sure, this is a map editor with all of the, you know, pre-made assets, but like, that doesn't make things for you. It's not AI, you know? Yeah, no, for real. I built that. I made this. This is what I made. I've spent many, many hours on this, and I have gone through some hell trying to make this look as pretty as it's looked. Sometimes it's really hard for me to believe that I can be good at things, and then I look at maps like this where it's like, yeah. Me when I look at programming problems I've done like maths, yeah, honestly fair. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about that later. That's dope as fuck. I don't know what that means, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Both? Both. Both is good. But you're saying it's a big undertaking, and I understand. I've seen what you consider big, so I am very much willing to just believe you there. Also, as for my bi-weekly Tuesdays might be freeing up soon, I don't have anything planned for Tuesdays, so, I guess get fucked, nerd. I have nothing for you. No, I understand what you're saying, though. I got you. In reality, it'll probably be pretty simple, but I'm excited to get another project under my belt, especially since we're starting from scratch. Hell yeah. Let me know how it goes. Give me updates and whatnot. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. I like getting to see what my pupils do here. Okay, we're gonna get back to work here for a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute up for a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and just keep working for a second. Do you remind me, what lore was it that I needed to send to you? Because I know I said something about lore, but I don't remember what specifically I was trying to send you. Just making sure that I have what I need to actually throw at you proper. Brought up Dustin, my Dustin Frost campaign. Oh shit, right. I can't remember what it was that I was going to be sending you specifically, and I do apologize. I remember us talking about it, and then I just don't remember off the top of my head what it was I actually want to send to you. I do kind of hate that, so I do apologize about that. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with the North Raven Woods. You know what? North Bend. Federal Park. I guess GSC Game World is now actually dropping Chernobyl lore for Stalk Tools news section. Oh shit! Nice. I would assume that's good, of course. What size is that? 5? Okay, this are also 5. Good. It's like interesting because a lot of people's first exposure to normal games were games like Stalker and COD 4. Oh, that's at least nice to see. Yeah, let's just call this entire section the Clay Creek Valley. Okay, and then... And the Broken Hand Reach turns into all this. That makes sense to me. Let's go south, north, foothills. Hey, remember when we were in Nashville? I want the players to feel like they're in Nashville, you know? No, you're right, hold on. South, north, foothills. And then, of course, if the south and north foothills are here, right? Let's see, hold on. It'd be the north-south foothills down here, right? That's where that would be, right? I mean, I'm just making sure that I got this correct. Here, let's go like this. Turn it to that. Yeah. That makes sense to me, right? Because they're on the north of the south, and these are on the south of the north. Unironically, I was doing that as a joke, but like, nah, we'll do South Range foothills for this one. South Range foothills, and this one will be North Range foothills. North Range foothills. And then this will be Clay Valley. This very, very small section through here is Clay Valley, leading into the Valley of Dust. Take care, Kirky. We'll see you later. Or maybe we won't. We'll see if we are still going by the time you return. I do think that for the most part, this section that we have for Cascadia is done. Like, there's a couple more pieces I could put over here, and certainly some I could put over by the Sogwood section. I'll do that, and then I think I'll call this like part of the map, like, labels wise, it's done, right? Like, we go back over to this layer and we've already got like the roads done, we have the towns done, like we know where all of those are, we know how places are, you know, you're able to get to one another. And of course, it's just like the major roads, right? There's smaller ones too. I just don't care about those. I mean, neither does Cascadia. They don't even bother to maintain them anymore, but they still get used. Well, those roads still get used. Okay. Actually, I do kind of want to use that really quickly. More attitude. Let's see what I get this time. Has it already been 20 minutes? Oh my god. Maybe I'll get 5 cents of ads this time. During the 20 hours, or the 12-hour stream, I got like 40 cents of ads. Although I guess those were all pre-rolls and not like midstream ads, so I guess it doesn't really count. We'll see what we get. And then depending on how that goes, I might turn the ads off properly, which is always a shame. Yeah, I love how I just come back before the ad segment. Listen, watching the ads does support me and it does help me grow. And always means that I get to do even more as we go along. And then we go to the Bracken Week Lumber Marsh. Black Week. Bracken Marsh actually sounds pretty fucking cool all on its own. You know, we'll even put it down through here, actually, because I'm feeling extra evil. The West Bend. Actually, you know what? We'll go with West Bend. shores. And this one gets to be all of the curve. You know what? Actually, yeah, all of the curve. Oh my god, that's so much curve, but not enough curve, so it gets even more curve. Water additive? How much more curvy would I need to make? Oh, I need to make that so curvy. That's a sentence I didn't think I was gonna say. You know what? We may as well go with over through here, right? Domino's Facebook's another V. Why Oh, I know why Domino's. Good old Americanisms, baby. Gotta have your ads somewhere. And then carpal foothills, not forehills. Don't want to know what a forehill is, but I can't imagine it's much better than a forehead. Or a five head, for that matter. Let's see, we have the Witchwoods here. Let's go with the Black Rose Forest. That's a nice and ominous name. We'll go ahead and put that right here, you know? I am more thinking the interactive Karimba. It's one of those little packs of shit you put in the water for more energy. Okay, I see. I got you. Oof, what a time. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good amount of world building, right? Like the center area, we don't really have to worry about all of that. There's nothing in there for you to worry about. Okay. Again, I'm not upset with what's been built here. Especially today. Like, I wasn't expecting as much to be done as has been. And so you get the Witchwoods over here. Actually, I'll move that up a little bit. Witchwoods here, Black Rose Forest here. And like this a little bit better. And then Black Rose Forest goes here. Nope. Only one of those. I guess I could do with some over here, but I don't really need it yet, right? Like, you got Bracken Marsh over through here. The Valley of Justice has more locations of interest, you know? There's only so many ways you can say this is a bunch of new woods. These are not connected to the old woods, though they look incredibly similar. But like, you have the different lakes, you have the different rivers, you have the separation of different mountains with their own different small changes to climates and whatnot. And then you have this valley that starts out going towards the more actually tropical rather than the temperate that the mountains had driven us up through. And then this forest starts to like kind of disappear into some of the more actual marshiness out here. So we'll see how this all goes. And this river is really, really long. Like, it is insane how long these rivers are getting. Mimic Forest just connected to multiple No, I'm not that mean. I mean, I'm mean. I'm not that mean, though, you know? You feel me? None of you feel me, I know. I love it when my shoulders just pop like that sometimes, you know? That is just scaring a lot. Look, you don't want to know what my body does to itself on a daily basis. It ain't fun. It ain't fun. Okay. What are we thinking, y'all? I know that this is probably a little bit harder to see, so I'll go ahead and try and get that zoomed in a little bit here. But how are we feeling about the map so far, you know? What do we think? I know there's a lot of work to do still, but it is a really nice map. Thank you, Gurky. I really do appreciate that. I was more so asking about like the names and like where would you want more locations named. I'm trying to name just stuff in Cascadia, with the exception of like the Small Pine Ridge over here that's in Ravenspire, but technically borders Cascadia, so it's like, you know, might as well. But like, yeah, I'm trying to get all the stuff that's in like this area out to up here, and then to like through here and over through here. Oh wait, you can't see my cursor. Around that like center part of the map, you know? I really am proud of this, actually. It is kind of nice to see. I mean, slowly spreading outward does make sense design and lore-wise. Yeah, I mean, well, like, that's one of the things, too, right? Is that for the longest time, that's all I've had for this map. Like, if I go back to one of the earlier iterations of it, like, this was all we had. Like, this is what this map looks like. And it's not very different. I kind of just cut this out and then zoomed it in so that you would be like in this like lower 2/3. But you can see what this used to look like versus what it looks like now, right? Like, this is where we started with this. Damn, I really have done a lot here, huh? I mean, you zoom in and it still is pretty complex out here, but like, especially with like a lot of the lighting colors, visible progress is great, yeah. Eventually I want to get back to this world map and like redraw a lot of the like tectonic plates. Figure out what they're actually supposed to do. Because this is actually really, really fun map design, I felt like. Like, I love making maps, and I really want to get better at doing like actual plate tectonics, you know? Because this entire planet is super tectonically involved, and it's like, oh damn, shit's exploding. Like, every day over here, there's like a new volcano popping up, you know? It's like, oh, everyone's dying. What do we do? Can't do jack shit. Why? Can't do anything. It's volcanoes. And then, let's see, what other map? Oh gods. Oh no, I never went back to remake Atarosavac either. Uh-oh. I should redo this at some point, because this is going to be important for one of the stories that I'm working on that I'm hopefully going to... Oh god. Oh, there's so much work to do. I have to zoom out a lot of that continental stuff, huh? But I mean, yeah, visible progress is... It's quite literally always great to see it, you know? This surely isn't anything of note, right? This surely isn't gonna be, like, for something coming up in the future, huh? You worrying over tectonic plates and making someone grounded while I just throw stuff at a wall and refuse to fix the wall? No, see, yeah, that's a way to do it, but it's not the way that I like doing it. Hey, welcome back, Chiron. How are you? Oh, Chiron, because this is a map that we kind of been working on together, mostly me. I want to get your thoughts on some of the labels for these places. Let me go ahead and load it back up again. Let me go ahead and zoom back in on these. And do that. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. What do you think here? Give you a second to kind of drink it all in, really. I know I need that sometimes. And like, I'm gonna keep working on it and making it look better and better as time goes by. You like this? Hell yeah. I'll send you a higher quality version of it because this is only like 4K, but realistically you're only seeing like 1K resolution here. So I will go ahead and export this here in a little bit. Oh god, when did my tracking die? It was recent. We went 6 hours the day a couple days ago without it crashing, and then it decided it was done within 2 hours this time around. Give me a second. You and me, but mostly me, is stuck in my head. What? Oh. Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I do most of the work in people's lives. So it's nothing new to me. So, yeah, I think taking a look at this really quickly, is there anywhere else I'd like to name today? Not right now. I'll probably sleep on this and see how I feel tomorrow about it. But I think for the naming side of things, we can be done with that and go ahead and close this section out and put this section back up. Because yeah, this is like all the different, like, yeah, it's a lot of visual noise. Go. So now you get all the towns and stuff propped back up. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself for this. I feel like I have that right, you know? Okay. But I am glad that you like it. Take a little look-sees here. What's up? What's up? It feels like something is missing. What would you say you feel like is missing? I'm unsure, maybe something in the mountains? Yeah, there is stuff missing in the mountains, isn't there? Seems like we could have a lot of things in there. Why don't we? What, what I mean, it's not even just Cascadia's fault that there's nothing in the mountains. I mean, Ravenspire never really built anything there either. And why is there no direct path by road to Ridgerock? Why can you only get there through airship or through the underground tunnels of dust? Why, in the 50 miles of isolation from the nearest town of Rabbit Run, why is Ridgerock so on its own? No road leading there, and why is it the only place that's deep in the mountains? It's a good question, isn't it? You would be correct. Rather, the town is a very, very special one. I'll DM you some more details about it, because I don't want to say anything. I was going to say, are we sure there's nothing in the mountains, or is it just that... oh no, people have tried to settle there. Let's be clear here. People have tried. Probably good that they, didn't succeed, is what I'll go ahead and just say for the, long and short of it. Don't worry, everyone's presently still alive there, but... might not be forever. I think there needs to be a tower in the marshes just on its own, solitary. There's prisons around, don't worry. That's mostly what things like Solitary Peak would be used for, realistically speaking. Or things like Siltway. And then obviously you'd put your especially hated people out into Bogdown or Fort Muckmire. If you really hate people, you put them there. Why do I now want Solitary Peak to be the prison of one person? Why do you think it's called Solitary Peak? You, Solitary! I'm a little bit too Ace Combat pilled for that. I just can't do the voice for it either. Sad. I do not think the people of Glenmoral and Rosemeadow get along. I do not think they like each other. Oh no, absolutely not. Glenmoral is kind of like a abandoned capital. Rosemeadow, before Presidia was chosen as the capital of the Federal Republic, it was going to be more than likely Rosemeadow, and almost was still. They just chose Presidia because it was along the actual influx of the two rivers and the actual ocean itself, leading to a lot quicker and easier port trades to go on. Rosemeadow is still considered the secondary capital, and Dust is the tertiary. Although that's technically the military capital as well, for Dust. It's where a lot of the military is kept. And of course, some of these details are potentially going to change. Maybe. We'll see how things go. The magics of the region keep the prisoner alive until someone frees them. Unfortunately, anyone who knew that person has long passed. Yeah, listen, hey, I'm gonna keep it like this. I always appreciate it whenever people come up with ideas, you know? I like when people throw their own, even if it isn't something that ends up getting put into it, I like hearing from people. Let's take a little look-see here, though. So I'm pretty happy with all of this. Like, I think that's a good bit of progress right now, and I want to keep making more. Okay. Shoe ad, dog food ad, and that was it this time. Hey, you know what? Less ads is good for you. Okay. Bones and Temple is basically a massive graveyard. Nope. That's its own thing. I will DM you about that very specifically later, though. I might add a time-locked prison to my world now. That's not a terrible idea, honestly. I have a few of those in my Beyond Azure Coast campaign. Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. Mostly because it's absolutely fucking funny to me. So, as it happens to be the end of another long day, I think we are going to go ahead and call it here. I am going to go ahead and begin us a little raid. I am so thankful to have spoken to you all today. It is always a pleasure, and thank you all for coming in. There were so many of you today. Our raid message is Starbound Arrival. As always, it would be so kind if you join. If you do not, that is okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you coming out. For now, we will go ahead and get on out of here. As always, stars fortune and good night, everyone. Take care.